products have impressed over 8 million vapors worldwide. Vaporesso. Life beyond the ordinary. The official sponsors of the Northern Union Vape Show.
We want to be free to do what we want to do, and we want to get loaded, and we want to have a good time. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
In association with Big D Vapes.
Welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. That is going to be Christmas number 1. We're just spreading it out there. What? They won't have a screen because we're playing that music. That's what I said. I left it blank so we could play the intro of Gazzy's number one hit that will be coming out. He's going to send it to Simon Cowell. So get over there and get it up there. Get it into Apple Tune charts, whatever. And it'll be going up. So, welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It is a Sunday night, and we have got a special guest. We have got Mech-Tavish, James. We've also got Steve Blazing Vapes. We've got Danny Big D, and we've also got James from JP Vape Reviews. So, I hope you're all right, boys. They can't hear you.
Thank
they
you.
Can't hear you. They're going to say they can't hear you now. They can now.
Put the mics on, Benny.
The mics are on now. The mics are on. My mic was on, yours wasn't. So, are you all right? You had a good week?
Yeah, it's gone quick again.
Good. So, we'll have a quick what we're vaping on, really quickly, and we'll go with Steve first.
Right, yeah. First of all, I've got the Caliburn G with some ULTD lemon berry brew. And on that, I've got the Fat Rabbit on top of the gen with the chip in it that apparently can drive my car.
It can.
And also send a rocket to the moon. And inside of that, I've got some Cosmic Mix supersonic scones inside of that. And that's me, and I'll send that on to JP.
Thanks, Steve. I'm on the Bruneld with the AG6. In that, I have got the Virginian Cherry from Les Pickett, the Vaporesso Cross. In that, I've got Pod Salts Blackcurrant Menthol. And last but not least, I'm on the Checkmate Kit from N.U.V.S. And I'm on Forbidden Islands Maui. And I tell you something, you know, when we have that question, what's your favourite juice for this year? That's done it for me. That's knocked off the Rachel Rabbit. So I'll pass it over to Big D.
I'll check your microphone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Apparently, chat can't, unless they're winding me up.
I think they're trying to wind you up.
The swines. I'm on the Caliburn G, like Steve's got. And I'm also on Excite by Tenchi, which is a nice flavour. And I'm also on the Oxford Origin X AOI pod system with the Cherimoya grapefruit wild berries from Just Juice. That is stunning. And I think they've got the idea from the Boring Vape Company's Cherimoya. It's very similar. Very nice juice. And I'm also on the new Vaporesso Force TX80. Decent kit. Very, very hard wearing. I don't know if you checked out my review or not. I put my car over it and it still worked fine. The only thing that happened from it was the glass cracked, but I replaced it with the spur bubble glass inside. Inside that, I'm on the Jam Tart. Is it Crimson Seed by Project? Which is a lovely tart juice. Very nice. And that's me, so I will pass it over to Mech-Tavish. Have you been yet, bud?
No, not yet. I'm on the N.U.V.S on the RX Machina from my brain's not working. Obviously, Nature Vape. I don't normally do booth face because this is quite new to me. We just dive right in. I'm on the Deja Vu with the Goat.
I like that.
I'm on the Bestia with the Kennedy. The Invader 4 with the Blotto. PWM.
It's a big bastard, that, isn't it?
Yeah, Jill 21700. I've got my Pachamama, Starfoot Crate.
Nice. That's a nice one, that, mate.
I have V-Juice Purple Moon. I think it's like kind of almost like a Heisenberg kind of, but it's more on the fruity side than it is the aniseed side. And inside the Blotto, I have my Brew Bros Iron Lung, my Iron Brew. It's my top liquid. I have in every single tank.
Have you tried Right Squad Iron Brew?
It's not the same.
Not the same.
It's not the same.
Is that from Brew Bros?
Yeah, Brew Bros.
I've got
called Iron Lung.
That I got won our competition.
Oh, you should definitely try it. It's worth it. It's see, the longer you let it steep, the sweeter it gets. So it actually feels like the Iron Brew bar, not the drink, and it's fantastic. I'll pass it over to Benny.
Thank you very much, James. And I'm on the 4s that I have done the review. I did a little drop test on it, and I dropped it on the end and dinked it on the little end cap. So
Are you joking?
Yeah, I bent it there.
Bloody hell.
So it does last up to it, but I dropped it on wrong par. And in that I have got that pink punch stuff. It's Dr. Vapes, which is not too bad. And I'm also on the Rigel. And in that I've got the last bit of Keep It 100 Killberry, which is quite nice actually. I'm quite sure.
You like that Rigel, don't you?
The Rigel, yeah, I think is really, really nice, to be honest with you. I think it's...
Well, another reviewer who said it was good. Was it Mike Vapes?
Mike Vapes, and he got slagged off. So they said that he'd been... What is it? He'd sold out to Smock, and they were paying him loads of money to say it was really good, but it ain't. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a nice mod.
I think they needed to come up in the world, Smock.
Yeah,
See if Smock made more products like the Rigel, I don't think they would get much of a bad name for looking cheap.
No, well, I've got the RPM 2S.
Because everything with Smock has to be metallic, and it does my bloody head in. Everything has to be shiny.
Yeah,
and then
I've
the
got
Rigel come along with
think
that. That's a nice looking mod.
The Nordex.
Can't you tell he's sponsored by Smock?
And that's waterproof, drop proof, and all that. That's them. So I will pass it on to James. Have you been? Not you, James. Other James.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
good.
Right. So fair enough. We're all bit. Why do you feel like CJ? Oh, because you've been on loads of shows. I'm thinking, why does it say like CJ? So yeah, we've got two people that have been on loads of shows this week, and James is one. James 2 Mech-Tavish. He has been on. Usually, you do it the opposite way around. You do the smaller shows and work your way up to the big show. But he went in balls deep to the UK Vape Show. So, how did you find that? Was you nervous?
It was actually okay. Like, see, since I've already done a show with Aiden and I did a show with Gaz, I felt like I'd kind of done. It was all like I was already halfway. So when I went in, it wasn't going to be like, "Hi, how you all doing?" Hi. It wasn't awkward at all. They were like really welcoming. And I knew I would get on with Sean straight away, two Glaswegians. I thought straight away I would get on with them really, really well. I enjoyed it.
No, you did well. You did well for the first big show. I know that you're on with rest of the lads on Bargain Vapes, but it's a bit different going on someone else's show, innit? It's like us, you're at home with your mates. And you sort of out your comfort zone when you go on someone else's show. But you did well, mate. I watched it back, and you did really well.
I think I'm the only one so far out of this lot that hasn't been on the UK Vape Show. Have you been on, Danny?
No, I've not been on, no.
I haven't been either.
There's 3 that have not been on yet. 3. So you started.
I say skin. I mean, I'm not a snob.
Yeah, Skinch just said you're a snob now. Yeah, but he can't say what he's been on.
Yeah, exactly. He was on before me.
Exactly. So we'll have a quick rundown chat. James, James, do you want to run down chat or Steve, whichever one?
Yeah, I'll have a quick wee look. Right, let's go back up to the top. First of all, Solomon 62. Good evening, sir. Thanks for that link earlier. We have got Graham Net Reality. Good evening. We have got Mick Late Night Vape Show, which is on after this, so go check that out afterwards. Scott Morrison. Tony. Ryan Boise. Amanda Robinson. Stuart Ayrton. Shane Gibson. Craig Brown. Graham Spires. The Vaping Scotsman. Mr. Anderson. What else we got? Keep going down. Sam M. Good evening. Red. Hello. The Chair. The new one.
It's Kentucky Bill.
Oh, is it?
It's Bill.
He's a bugger.
Mark Hayes. Good evening.
He's in disguise as the Chair.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Just here, only here for the beer. Let's have a quick look down. If have I missed anybody? Skint. Good evening, sir. Dion 78. Good evening. Sheboygan Smooth Transitions Limited.
Assalamu alaikum, Rajit.
Unless I've missed anybody.
And anybody else.
And anybody on replay as well.
Yeah, and anybody else on replay. And Judge UK, welcome back. So we have got...
And Levi as well, sorry.
Yeah, Levi, Skin. We have got a couple of new features tonight that we were playing. We've got a new little section for giveaway, which we have courtesy of Danny. We're waiting on Vaporess that'll get back in touch with us to see what they're doing, but they have been on their holidays and we're just waiting for them to get back. See if they're sending anything else out. But we have got some giveaways. What we got, Danny?
We have got, my
Gentleman's
friend.
handshakes.
Yeah, you have to be over 18 and be a part of the UK to...
UK residents only?
Yeah, we've got Maj, however you pronounce it, Maj in 100ml from the Yorkshire Vapor. We've also got Warrant in 100ml from the Yorkshire Vapor. And also... we've got 3 bottles of the Illusions range from 12 Monkeys. You've got Legacy, and you have what's it called? Taste of the Gods, and the last one is OG. So you got 3 50mls and 200s, all in one. A good price.
Look at that! Some nice little juices there. Yorkshire Vapor ones that Marge is quite
That'll sort that. I was going to say that'll sort you out till Christmas at least, anyway.
Yeah.
If you like it.
Cheers, mate. So, like I say, we have got a couple. We'll play that later on. And so, James, number two. We're calling him Mech-Tavish because it's going to get confusing. Every time I say James goes like that.
I was going to say...
like a fucking meerkat. So, you started your channel off how long ago? Just after you were on Skint Show, weren't you? On Bargain Vapes.
Well, I originally just made... I originally made the channel years and years ago. It was just so I could subscribe and like to other channels, and then I was on the Scottish Vapors group on Facebook, and I got into a lot of banter with Skint and Levi, and they said, "Look, Gail isn't feeling well. Do you fancy coming on just as a guest on the Scottish Vape Show?" And then it just kind of took off from there, and everyone in the chat was like, "Yeah, you've got a lot of knowledge. You know, go and try and do a review." And I got a good reception from my first review, and it's taken off from there. Now I'm on Bargain Vapes. I'm everywhere now.
It's a bit more multicultural, the Bargain Vapes, isn't it? You got people from the UK, from England as well as Scotland in there. You got Vaping Heed and Paul, Vaping Mank. 2 nice guys, actually. When I went on your show, I found you all great guys, and I think it's a good show. But yeah, big
I
love.
think that's
to
what makes
Paul.
us. I think that's what makes us unique. Is we are kind of dotted all over the UK. Okay, 3 of us are in Scotland, but I'm quite far away from Levi, and Levi is really far away from Skint. So it's literally like the top of Britain to as close as to the bottom as we could.
Yeah,
And I think it makes us all unique that way, and we all just work. Just like these, 5 strangers, and everything just works.
yeah,
And we're all really good mates out of it now as well.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
how we started, to be honest with you. We started like that, and we've come to where we are now, which is this little motley crew with a couple of other members that drop in and out. So Ian, that's another one, Ian. Ian should be back next week for Sunday. Should Ian, because he's got the week off. Because obviously the schools are off, so he will be back next Sunday with us. So you've done your reviews and everything. How are we finding that? How are we finding doing your reviews now? I saw you did one on. I looked at you've done one on the pouches, didn't you?
yeah.
I
I
did,
watched
yeah.
that.
It was mainly like another alternative. Maybe there's somebody who's a field vapor, and maybe a dual user or something like that, of cigarettes and still vaping. So I wanted to try and cater for everyone as best I could, because I didn't want to be like, oh, it's just a mech channel, just leave it alone. It's like taboo to like a brand new vapor, whereas I wanted to bring in something where somebody could go, hey, I'll go and give that a bash. Where can I find those? And you don't get me wrong, they have a place in the market. Maybe if you're in a business meeting or you're traveling long distance in a train or a plane, or if your vape dies and you're out on a hill walk kind of thing. So they do have a place in the market, I think, anyway.
So how did you find them? Did you actually, obviously you've used them, didn't you?
Yeah, I use them normally when I'm walking to work. I don't like vaping and walking. So I like having a lot of fresh air. So I normally put one in and I'll head out the door. And if I want a wee top, I'll just use my UL amulet on the way.
Because some people found that it gave them ulcers, didn't they? There were it Jenny that got them?
Chris Empire and his missus did a test on him because she's some sort of scientist, I think. I'm not sure, but she did some sort of test on him and they found the same components that are in bleach, something like that. And then when they actually sent an email to the company, they couldn't explain what was in it. Basically.
Well, the thing is, the reason why you would possibly get an ulcer is the nicotine, obviously within the pouch, is obviously irritating your gum. Because like maybe 7 times out of 10 when I get the hiccups. Yeah. It gives me hiccups. I've been walking along, I just go,
yeah.
I'll just be sitting there bouncing back and forth. And it was only the 6 milligram one that I picked up, but you can get them in, I think it's 11 milligrams as well. It's a really weird number.
Yeah,
11 milligrams. It's not like 10 or 20 or 50,
The lozenges are the same. If you've ever tried the lozenges, you have to put them up sort of side of your gum. But it has done there where I used to have it. My teeth are really sensitive there now. It's more a gum, more a little enamel off my tooth on that side.
Yeah.
But that used to do.
I would say it's. I would say it's more. They are more of a top up product.
Yeah.
Or if you can't get access to your device, I would say that's where they are in the market.
Yeah.
I mean, the Swedes and the Norwegians and stuff, I love them. That's where they were originally developed.
Yeah. Do you guys find it irritating how they advertise nicotine patches on TV, but they can't advertise these? I find that quite irritating.
So, sometimes, like the way that I see it is if the great thing about where I actually work is if anyone even the pharmacies will actually point them towards our shop and say, look, you've tried the patches, you've tried the lozenges, you've tried the sprays. Try the guys across the street; they might be able to help you. So we're not officially a part of the replacement therapy, but they they go, look, maybe those guys can do something for you that's failed. We failed you, But I do agree that we should have something, a bigger role to play within that part of the industry, like the nicotine replacement therapy. I think so.
Yeah, like I say, the problem is what everything went on in America, and everybody knows what that was all about. But that sort of has a knock-on effect of what you can advertise and things like that. But they said when they brought TPD out, you couldn't advertise on billboards or all like that. But I see them all the time going past with 88 Vape, The
On the back
company
of
that you, 'cause
buzzes.
you work for VPZ, don't you? Do you
I
work
do,
for-
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see them. There's a big billboard with that in Leeds, VPZ.
Yeah, I think the only device I've actually ever seen on the side of a bus that wasn't like a a basic starter kit was actually it was an Aspire kit. What one was it? The Glint? No, was it the Glint? It was the Glint kit with the Tayfun collaboration. No, that was actually on the side of a double decker. I was like, oh, look at that, going past in the middle of Glasgow.
I've seen what is it? Because just saying, Willem only say I'm seeing buses sort with e-liquids on them and the buses, and yeah, I've seen them with Vipe. Vipe are a big one for advertising.
Yeah.
You know, there's one when you come into Leeds, just says click it and vape it, and it's just right as you come in sort of motorway. Leeds.
Good.
VPZ is a big company from Scotland. Do you want how
Yeah,
long have you been
Edinburgh,
working for them?
yeah.
What do you want to tell us a little bit about?
Just under 2 years. Originally started off, and it was either Airdrie or Coatbridge by two brothers, and then they just expanded from there. That's kind of all I really know about the company. But I know that obviously because of my position in the company, I had to go into extra training to become part of the management team, and everything in the warehouse is immaculate. They've got because they do the juices there as well for Absolute e-liquids as well. It's all our head office. So
is it Alpha Labs?
Completely above board.
Is it
No,
Alpha
it's Absolute e-liquid.
Yeah, because it's
It's
made
the name of
by.
the
So that's because basically I got told that Absolute was manufactured by Alpha Labs. That's what I got told. When I saw
I'm
them
trying to think. I think it may be that. I think Absolute is actually the name of the range. It's the actual company is called Absolute e-liquid.
Yeah, they make Planet
a lot
Slush.
of they make a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, they've started drifting down into sort of area. Like say, we've got one advertising now. I don't know where it is. It's in Leeds. It must be in Leeds somewhere in town centre. But they've sort of in the last 2 years, they've sort of drifted down, haven't they, from Scotland?
Yeah, I think the last time that I got told, so this was maybe just before the lockdown, it was 155 stores all over the UK.
Bloody hell, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
And like it's like the central. There's quite a lot of us in the central belt, and then you've got some up north, and then like you said, they are pushing into England as well.
Just try not push into home Firth, where I live.
Yeah.
It's only small.
And it is. Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I've noticed that I tell you, Zeus Juice have just opened a store, haven't they?
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah. Zeus Juice. I don't know. Is it down by you in Birmingham? Is it down Birmingham, Steve?
Yeah, it's Birmingham Way. It's the other. Well, if I was going to go to Birmingham, I think it's the other side. I can't remember whereabouts, but yeah. I think they're based in Birmingham anyway. Zeus Juice. So
yeah, I do like Zeus Juice. They've gone into is it collaboration with what they called that disposable pod system?
Yeah.
What they called them?
I know which one it is.
It's not Hexa, is it?
No,
it's a different one.
There's a few of them out there doing pods. Is it Wicklicker and all that lot are doing it as well?
Pachamama and Doozy Vape, they've done it as well. Bloody hell. Forget the bloody name.
Because Pachamama is essentially VPZ as well. Let me just check on the bottle here. It is.
I didn't realise that neither, Pachamama.
VPZ?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, no way.
Because
I was talking to one of the guys at the top. This was about 2 years ago, and he said they were based in America or something like that, or South America maybe. All the bullshit just to sort of.
It might be licensed. It might be licensed from them.
Yeah, they might make it VPZ for him maybe because
it'll be licensed to VPZ.
It's part. That's right. It's part of the Charlie Chalk Dust range.
Yeah.
So it's us that make, well, not me, but us that make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be bottled for by VPs. I think a lot of companies do that, don't they? To
Yeah.
get their e-liquids over here, they'll bottle it with another company.
Yeah.
Because obviously you cut out the shipping charges then and things like that, don't you, to get them over. Apparently, Supergood has a shop as well, DE saying.
They're quite nice liquids, them, actually.
Yeah. DE says, do they only sell their own liquids or do you sell everybody's liquid? VPZ. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they try and make it as diverse as possible. Of course, obviously, you want the house liquids more of course. We've got things like we've got Bad Drip, we've got the Clown range, we've got Director's Cut, is it Gut Check? You get Nasty Juice in there, you know. So we try and make it as diverse as possible for everybody.
Tell you one brand I'm going to get rid of, Dinner Lady, because they're every fucking where. You go petrol station now, they're in there. They're a bit too commercial for me now. Then I'm going to get them out because these other brands now. I mean, for example, the only flavour that really sold was lemon tart, and these other brands now, like Lemon Lush from the Butcher's Project and Pud Lemon Tart, you know, they're a lot better in quality for me. So I might just get rid of Dinner Lady.
I didn't realise that Pud were doing his own juice.
Yeah.
Is it Pud? It's Pud. It's with a Z at the end, isn't it? Puds.
It's P-U, but the U's got two dots on it. It's made by Joe's Juice. Joe's Juice.
Yeah. When I saw it and you were showing me, I'm like, oh, I didn't realise Pud had brought his own line out.
I'm surprised I never got into review it, really.
Yeah. Thing is, with you, Danny, with the flavours, have you tried them, Steve? With you having a shot, have you tried any of Pud's juice?
I tried a lot of them, not every single one. But not all of them my cup of tea, but other people who tried them said they're nice.
I've been meaning to get some.
Yeah, for 10 quid, 50 mil in a shop. It's quite cheap, that, really, for good quality juice.
Yeah, have anybody tried Joe's Juice? That seems to have sprang up from nowhere.
Do you know why?
That's something I've tried yet.
Flawless took it on board and they started manufacturing it. And Flawless are massive. In America, you got Flawless Vape Labs. They're huge. They make Anarchist, for example.
Yeah. Because it just seemed to have exploded. And this is a couple of things we're going to talk about with regards to vaping, which we're thinking about. Lads put on a show which we'll do, but we'll talk about it probably after the... Do you want to do bargains now? Then we can talk about it. Do you want to do bargains, James?
Yeah, you can do, mate.
I'll just play it bumper.
Good bumper.
Play it bumper.
You see what Tony said in chat? The daft racist.
And now, from N.U.V.S.
It's time to rebuild Hadrian's Wall. Stop them pesky drops from taking over our vape shops.
And we're back.
I was going to just mention, Levi, if you want the Darth Vapor, you know where to get it. Sunshine, I've shown you where to get it.
Right, so we'll go through the bargains.
I'd like to thank Leviathan for sharing my channel on his Facebook yesterday. Not my channel, sorry, my online website.
Right, we're on e-cig one first. Like I said, I got the Tutti Frutti salts for $2.99. The Smart Fetch Pro for $22.99 instead of $42.99. Like I said, that's a 47% saving. The T class is down to $39.99, so I bet that's a bit of a kick in the teeth for you, Danny.
Well, it's only £2 less than what I paid for it.
Yeah, I know, but then I've got the a discount code to knock it even further down.
Well, what is it?
Well, a minute, I've got to open another page up.
You big head.
This one. We've got Future Juice, 100ml short fill for $10.99. Smart Nord 2 for $19.99.
Vaping Mank likes that Future Juice.
Is it any good?
Oh yeah, he's daft on it.
It's nice, flavoursome.
We've got the Ellis New York Cafe Rouge 100ml short fills for $9.99 instead of $17.99. The Reload 26 RTA for $44.99 instead of $74.99.
Fuck yeah, it's still pricey, isn't it though? I didn't realise it was that much.
It must be good then if it's that pricey though.
That's the one with the barrel you can change with an Allen key and the actual inside the deck, isn't it?
No, they're not.
So you can actually,
I think.
No, that's the revolver. Sorry. Continue. Ignore me.
Yeah, don't bother with Geek Vape Boost Plus shit.
Since Justin's left, you see, since he's gone to Oxford, they fucked up.
Yeah, you got the RPM 80 from Smart Pro, the Pro Pod Kit for $24.99 instead of $42.99. The Sigelli Humvee box mod for $32.99 instead of $49.99.
I like this one.
That Deja Vu is cheap. It's got the Moses new chip in it, hasn't it?
Yeah, I want the green one. It's very similar to that. Is it
Have
the
you
new
seen the
Gate?
box? Mick showed it off the box. It comes in. It's like a proper army
Yeah.
thing, but I might be tempted with that. That
Comes in like a-
25 quid.
It comes in like a fabric pelican case. All the products do. Even
Yeah.
their mix come in the cases.
Yeah. I like the RDTA they've got out as well. That was pretty cool and it's quite cheap.
Yeah.
Fizzy juice 100ml, $9.99 instead of $19.99. So that's a 50% saving on that. As well as the RPM 80 pod kits. I don't know what is it. Just the battery difference between the pod and the Pro.
Does one take a single 18
That's
to
the
650
same
over
price
built
as
in?
well.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that goes up to 80 watts is the 18650, and the other one is a 2,400 milliamp hour battery.
I think he used mine for about a week. Got bored of it.
Right, where were we? Right, the SL class with the Haku Taku sub tank for 59.
Mouthful, that, isn't it?
Hakutaku.
I saw this one though. I mean, it's fair dues. It's got the expiry date on it for next month, 89p.
Can't go wrong at that, can you? For
I mean,
89p.
like say, if you're tight of cash at the moment and you need some stock. I mean, I don't know what Cutwood's like as a juice itself.
I've had Bird Brain. It's quite nice.
Yeah, they're good juices, but they're coil killers. But they are good.
Don't bother with Navi. It's shit.
Didn't Aidan say they're
It
good?
is from Fuku, isn't it?
Shite. Got it here.
The Aegis Max 100-watt box mod for $31.99 instead of $49.99.
Just look at that. That's the Fars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they can't see yet because we're not on screen. So
Oh shit, man! Yeah.
RICE large suburban tank for $21.99 instead of $29.99. The Archery Pal is at $14.99.
don't bother with that either.
Hey, I tell you what I do like though, the R3 AK-47 in 24 karat gold. It looks mint.
Like I say, down here we've got the Essex Mini G Class 84.59, and the curd is 10 extra in capitals. So I'll type it in before I forget. Give me a second. So I've put the code in. So if you just take it right through to where it asks for your discount code, you'll see it there. The MX is at 56.39, and finish off with the X class for 200 watts, still at 122.19. Not much at new vaping. They've got a very little bit. Like I said, they've got the Aegis sets at $35.99 in a kit with the Cerebus tank for $45.99. I won't bother about them two with a lot of shite. The Geek Vapes Zeus Suburban tank is at $15.99.
Not bad actually. There's just still a good tank.
Just give me a second. I've just nudged that bloody bar at the top. Over onto Father's Vape Shop. Now, a lot of these have got some form of juice thrown in with it. So, I mean, like you got your Vaporessa Cross for $23.99 plus an e-juice type thing. Like, say, if you knock a couple of quid off if you e-juice, it's only about 21 quid. Oh, well, I did see a couple of others. There's a few smock ones, but I kind of lost them. I think they've been knocked down type thing. So I did see him the other day, but I say the Crown Pod system for $27.99 with a free Nick Salt. So this is more mainly for people who are looking at quitting, really.
Yeah.
So if anyone in the chat are looking to help a friend or a family member, you can at least point them in a direction to help them out from quitting.
JP, can I just point this out now? That there is cheaper prices at bigdvapes.co.uk for the items you've just sold.
Is that including throwing some free juice?
Well, if you could add on a free Nick Salt, yeah, it'd work out the same or a little
Well, you
bit
can
cheaper.
share yours, Danny, if you want to. You and Blazy want to talk about your.
No, I'll tell you what, well, I'd be interested to see what Blazy's got.
Right, so I'll just stop sharing.
Really got much new in at the moment, to tell you the truth.
I've just realised who's changed my name. I give James the host for 2 minutes. We've got Grizzly Adams, and I'm the new Rip Trippers. I only know this because someone just said it in chat.
No, I did that.
James D said, "Why are you so against the Drag X?"
It's a load of shit.
That's great.
That's all it is. It's like it's a load.
They look cool though, and they're not a bad.
Yeah, but it's like there's stuff like that where there's like got leaking issues type thing. I mean, I've been reading into because I'm in the approved vapors on Facebook, and there's a few up there that's saying there's having issues with them, where the coils are not read through the for the battery power, and they're saying that the battery's too low for the coils.
Yeah, I've had the same issues. That's why I had to get rid of them. But nowhere near as bad as what I had with Smock. You know, from last year and before. This year, they seem to have improved, haven't they?
Mark H is saying, right, that's it. I've spat my dummy out with a Nest. I haven't tried mine yet. I've got it here, and I had time to get it out. I know that. Have you tried them yet? Have you tried it, James? James too, Mech-Tavish?
Yeah, I've got it here just now. Actually, I've decided to put it on the Invader. It's mine now. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I've went through the Canthal. I've tried the stainless steel, and I'm on the nichrome now. And the nichrome one for me is the best one because I like using nichrome wire. Yeah, there it's there.
I think I might wait till because I might order some of the the additional stuff for the Wiccans and stuff like that and give it a proper test through.
The thing is, like with the cotton that goes on the outside, you can use your own cotton. I used cotton gods for a round, and I just used the strips that came with the device for the actual part that you put next to the mesh. I just use my own cotton for that.
Yeah,
because I prefer. I tried it with the packaged cotton first. I was like, nah, I'm not a fan of that. So I stuck my own cotton, and obviously I let Mark know that I used my own cotton instead. And he was like, yeah, that's no problem. And he was kind of actually blown away with how much of a good reception it's had so far, because it's
I've heard
quite
good things so far.
Unique. Because I had it out at the store with me today, and the customer went, "That just looks like a huge sublime coil," and I went, "That's exactly what it is." I mean, when you actually, if you had to look at a Zeus coil or a smock coil, that's basically what it is. It's just on a massive scale, and I'm absolutely loving it.
I reckon Jay Hayes would like that as well.
Yeah, I think you should send them out to some big reviewers over in America, see if they want to jump on it, because I think it's somewhat different.
The only thing that I would say maybe would determine he's not really a fan of mesh, but I know Brie is. She's a fan of mesh.
Yeah, but he's also into vertical coils, isn't he? Jay Hayes.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's very true. You might like it because the good thing is, even after you've used mesh, you could just put it back into the cradle without any cotton and put it to 20 watts and just pulse it like you would any other coil. I know it sounds a little bit fiddly and you've got an extra step because you want to take it back out again and put everything, but yeah, why not?
Yeah,
you're getting amazing flavour off of it.
Leak-proof idea.
My only con that I found after using it for further period of extended time is it's a bit loud. It can be loud.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the flavour's banging.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I've got it wide open now.
Negatives, yeah. But it's a really good idea, very innovative, and I like the design of it. It looks cool. It's not too over-designed, if you know what I mean. Even down to the etching on the
And-
outside, it's not like in your face. It just looks.
Yeah, like because like the etching on the outside, I think I actually mentioned in my review. Obviously, it's for aesthetics to make it look like it's meant to be a nest, but it's also got something to grip onto. It's grippy enough where it's not going to like dig into your skin. It's kind of almost natural grip. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, Steve, have we got any new shinies that you've seen?
Yes, sir. Right, yeah. Let me just bring the window up. Okay, boy. So, screen sharing has been disabled.
Oh God.
Oh no, why? Because James had host, didn't he?
I've passed it over.
Right, you're all right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, some of these that I found now, I can only find them on Instagram. So, I think this is the new. No, I think it's an RTA from Grim Green. Him and OBOC have just stuck on a few little teasers type thing on. I think it's. I think I've got the name of it on the next picture. So that's just now. It just looks very basic. The designs around it. It's okay.
It looks like the inner chimney has the same kind of grooves on the top of the barrel as well, like that kind of
that's it. The
pinch pipes all the way around.
Yeah, the Type 2, that's it. It's coming out.
Even down to the face.
Dwayne Own Boy has put another couple of pictures on there. So that's what it looks like, basically, I think, upside down without the glass on.
Right.
And then he's put, I think that's just a drip tip from it. But
it looks retro, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that one. So, yeah.
Because
what you say, Mech-Tavish? I was
going to say, because even when they did the goat actually looks like a gun.
Yeah.
Even if I've got the goat here and I turn it to the side, obviously it's in black, so it doesn't really help, but it looks like a gun.
Yeah.
So they've obviously taken things that they like and they've made it look a little bit more retro, and they've brought it up to date. And I think the two of them as designers are fantastic. They seem to know what they like and what other people like.
Yeah.
Next up from iJoy is the Flash Tank. Looks like a Sabone tank from the looks of it. Like I said, even going to their own websites, there's no more information. So, but that's all the images I could find of it at the moment.
Looks a bit like a Zeus X, don't it? Like a Zeus.
Yeah. I don't know, it's the picture, but that the drip tip almost looks rubberized. Well, it's probably just a picture, but
it looks comfortable, doesn't it? I like a sort of drip tip. I don't like the drip tips on the Cleto, them sort of thin ones.
And then last up from Rinko, we've got the Nesso Plus pod kicks. I think they had the Nesso out a little while ago, and this is just, I think they're
looks like updated.
It's like a Me pod. Yeah. And as usual, they've got their funky little designs. Yeah.
I've got that one. That's a Tix.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, it's the same skulls design on it. So
yeah.
I think that's the only company that I have consistently actually liked all the way through their products as Rinko. You know, from their Manto, the Manto S to the single to the box mud kit. I think it's the only company I like this company.
Yeah, I sell the Mech-Man. Is it the Mech-Man mod they do?
Yeah, I've got that.
I sell that.
I
But I don't like the Tix.
Got that off him a while ago. I haven't used it for a while, but
that looks nice. That.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
Shiny.
That's about it.
Is that all the shinies? I stopped it because you were showing mugs off.
Yeah.
I can't see you.
That's all.
So I stopped.
That's all I could come across. Because I mean, I do quite, as well as Instagram, and I try and have a look around to see what anything new's coming out. But unless they've,
what's your latest on your site, Steve? That you got on the latest device and juice?
I haven't really got many devices. I'm still waiting for the Caliburn G. I'll be whacking
it's out of stock, in it, man.
It's out of stock everywhere. I think where I got it from JM, I think they've only got it left in black, maybe. I think it was originally, so that's where I got mine from. I wanted to get the lime green one because I thought that looked a bit.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I wanted that one as well.
I've got some. I've got it up here at the moment. I've just got some. I haven't really got any brand new juices out at the moment. I won't really bring it up, but it's got some new juices that just come in. Think of the name of them now. We've got Got some new Nick salts, swag juice, I think it is. Available in 10 milligram and 20 milligram. Bougie juice, wicked monkeys, and sick drips. And I will be having a bit of a discount thing during this week. I'll be having a handful of 100ml juices at a nice price with Nick shots included.
Very nice.
So I'll be sorting that out at some point this week. So, yeah.
James, are we guessing who special guest is?
Oh,
Please subscribe to our special guest.
Yeah, but it says Mech-Tavish.
He's not a guest, he's a guest.
So I still same thing.
Just popped up.
The key is silent, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
The
so
link down
some
there
news.
is for people to click on if they haven't subscribed. Please subscribe.
yeah, do.
Yeah, Levi's saying that iJoy coils pish. I've never tried. I've had the older stuff of the what is it? They want that good one coils. And it flippy, I had that. Do you know? Remember the first AIO that came out from them? Don't know if you remember that screw. They were top. You screw the top off. It like screwed into the base of the tank, put it back in, then you adjusted it with that battery. But in my pocket, it got fucking red hot. I had to throw it.
Did you panic?
Inbuilt battery. It was just in my pocket, and suddenly I'm thinking, my leg's getting fucking warm here.
What you piss yourself?
So yeah, there's a couple of new bits. So what I wanted to talk about first, before we go on, what is we've got a little group. We chat. We always chat fruit groups and that, and say morning and chat bollocks. James put that up that the hey up Andy. James put that up that the T class had dropped down to 39 quid, and I think it was Steve that put it on. It's still at 60 quid on wholesale. How do you boys compare with that? Being in this vape shop thing, how can you compete with that when the people that are supplying you gear are fucking dropping it at a price and making you pay the 60 quid? How does that work?
Yeah, I find it ridiculous. I do look on. Obviously, there are a few of the different wholesale sites that have got their own, like Sig One have got their own sites that obviously everybody goes on to. And some of the prices, obviously, they can afford to do, but some of the prices they sell them at are near enough wholesale because then they know they can get people coming on. They're going to get that volume of people come on. And when obviously you're trying to sell the same stuff on your website at a decent price to make some profit, and they've got them on near enough wholesale, you just got no chance.
It's very difficult. You've got to only make a small margin online to be competitive. That's the only thing. But obviously, if you're new to the game, you've got to have your prices higher to make that profit, to make it worthwhile. But in shops, you've just got to sort of tell your customers that you've got the service, the knowledge, you know, your own opinion on the device and stuff like that. So you can get around with saying, you know, it costs this much, which is a lot more than online. But also you do explain you've got overheads. It's like Amazon, for example. They sell things where they're only making a penny. So they sell coils, certain coil brands. I won't mention them, but they're making 1p or no more than 3p on a pack of coils. And you think, come on, guys. So I think it does make it difficult, but you've got to have a reasonable explanation of, you know.
Well, not how they do it, because it's called loss leaders, isn't it? That's what it is. It's to get people on your site, and they do it as a loss leader. So they're going to take a hit on that, but they know you're going to browse your site, so they'll put it on under every company does it. They do it in fucking DFS have a sale every fucking year, but
it's good for the consumer, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with it. You know, you want things to be cheap so people can remain stopping smoking and vaping. So I'm not against it at all, but it's just hard, isn't it, for people like, you know, Steve and myself, if you knew.
Well, that's what I was getting at. That, do you know, if they're still putting it up at 60 quid on wholesale, and you know, and they're getting it for 39 fucking quid. It doesn't work out right, does it? It doesn't.
No, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. It's totally wrong, mate.
Yeah, because when originally, also you're putting that up in the WhatsApp chat, and I thought, well, it's 39 now. I thought, oh, I'll have 7 cheers on wholesale and see if they've dropped the price. And went next on there, it was still like 61, 62 quid. I was like,
just buy a few of them for yourself, Steve.
Yeah, you need a shop where you can buy a load from there and stick them in your shop at fucking 50 quid, guy.
Oh yeah,
You could do that, yeah.
I was gonna say,
legal,
so have you because you two have shops, have you ever had that where like a customer just say we'll use a G class, or like at that price you were talking about, and they've went, oh, I've seen it online for cheaper, and they come into you if they wanting to return it and stuff. Have you had quite a lot of that then?
No, I always make sure when I sell something that I show them like this little A4 piece of paper where it says on it, you can only get a refund if the item is faulty. So that way it stops people from doing that. But I have had people try it. But if you're giving notice out before they purchase the item in the first place, you can get away with it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I mean. I've had to put on, obviously, my site and that for returns and that. Obviously, I've had to put it on there that if they read it properly, that, like Danny said, if they buy it online, it comes in the post, and then if they get it, open it up in the packaging and it's knackered, then fair enough. But if they've physically knackered it themselves,
Yeah,
like I was seeing a few people that would is it the old boost and that would try and fill it up through the charging point instead of actually in the pod and knackering it up, and it's just like.
I had one guy send in a Zeus ages back because it was the wrong shade of black. But because I was brand new, I actually refunded it him. Yeah. But things like that, it's a bit cheeky, mate, isn't it?
I think some of these things are down to the actual shop where they bought it from. That they should have explained. Like if that person had took it home and tried and fill the juice up through the charging point, surely the person at the shop should have explained.
Yeah, I always make sure I get it out, and I get it out because so many people have bought something, gone away for a day, and then probably damaged it on purpose because they didn't like it, to bring it back, say, look, it's damaged. Yeah. And sometimes you can't see that they've damaged it because they've done a good job of it. But
I think there was someone on in chat that got a shop. I can't remember which show it was, and they said that they sold something to one woman, and she come back. I think like that same day, saying she's tried using it and it's getting really hot. There's smoke coming off it. What she'd done, she'd taken it home, and she got one of her batteries, and she'd taken the wrapping off it and put it in. It's just like, surely if you think the customer's new to vaping, still getting into it, you should be explaining stuff like that about battery safety and all that sort of business. Obviously, they've just gone, yeah, there we are. Have that, love.
Especially if they're a new vapor, I would normally just go internal, just to kind of take that equation out of their hands a little bit. Kind of lead the way. I do exactly what Dee does. Like I'll walk them through how the device works, how to fill it, and if they want to set it up in the shop, I'll go, right, I'll watch you do it.
Yeah.
And just step by step, I'll even take one of the display models out and I'll mirror what they're doing, or vice versa. I'll go like, okay, grab your juice, and obviously I'll maybe grab like a pen or a pair of scissors, and I'll go, right, there's my juice going in, and they'll copy me. Yeah. I'll put your cap on and then put it onto the battery, and I'll go, let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and you're solid.
Yeah, that's good. I think every vape shop should be doing that.
Yeah, maybe. Spears says support your local vape shop. I don't particularly like any of the vape shops around by me. To be fair, we are vapes. It's like a Bradford one. I'm not really a fan on them. And then an independent one that I did when it first opened, but I won't really. When you don't click with people when you walk in and you think, not really my people.
Because I mean, like where I live in Rugby, we're one of the biggest shops. We've got a few around the town centre. Obviously, the biggest one here is Flawless, and there's two guys in there. Got the manager and one of the younger lads, and the younger lad, he's brilliant. So you can tell he's obviously they get the more they sell, the more they get commission type thing. But he will spend time with the customer and through juices and this, that, and the other. Whereas the manager, he's more profit driven than anything. You're not really going to get much out of him. So like you said, I think it's down to customer service. If you want people back, like Danny, if you're going to go into Danny's shop, he's going to talk you to like a person. He's going to explain everything to you. He's going to go through with you. He's not just going to go, have that big bottle of juice. Obviously he wants to make money, but he's not going to sell.
Many occasions it happened only yesterday, where a guy come in. He wanted his mate told him that Geek Vape Boost Plus is good. But when he come in and explained that he didn't like a lot of vapor, recommended the mini can for 12 quid, which is like, it's a lot cheaper than 45 quid. And he appreciated that, you know what I mean? Because anybody, you know, a lot of vape shops in certain city centres, they just say, "Yeah, there you go, mate," because they're just thinking about the cash.
Yeah, there is, like you say, there is a few outlets like that. I mean, we've got two, brand names in all. One of them's Emporium, and the other one's Cheeky Smirks. And Cheeky Smirks, if you're gone in saying, after quitting smoking, you'll end up coming out spending about 80, 90 quid on a smoke kit.
Yeah.
Or you go to somewhere like, the Emporium, and they'll sell you somewhat like, like, say, for instance, the Aspires, is it K2, K3, what they call them? It's a full-out kit. Stuff like that. Tech, what's the name of them? Did have a bloody
E-Leaf, about.
Yeah, things like that. The starter kits type thing, and then they'll feel like, right, here's the juice. What we've got in juices, we can throw you a free bottle of juice. We'll go through, see what flavors you like. They'll take you through it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not.
Yeah, because one of the shops that I used to go to, my go-to shop, it was called Mr. VP. The guy who owned it, he did a lot of written reviews, the vaping Begonophile. And he was brilliant. If you went in there, like when I first started going in there, I was trying to build myself up and that. And he says, right, have you got a bit of time? I went, yeah, right. So made us a coffee, sat down, went on the table, went through the whole lot. It was absolutely fantastic. But then obviously Flawless opened up with a lot bigger range of juices and hardware, and it didn't last a year, and you don't get the same service now.
That's why I'm glad there's a smaller vape shop, only a minute away from me, because it keeps the big boys out, because they're thinking, there's already two in a small town. There's no point us opening one. So when I haven't got certain items, I always send them over to T&I Vape Store. So it's sort of, I'm not saying I keep them in business at all, but I certainly do my bit to help them out, basically.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to do, aren't you? You're in this game. Everybody's in this game to make money, but if you're in a small town, then help each other out. Talking about Amazon, I got some special gifts this week from my Amazon gift fairy.
One of them was a blow-up sheep.
So I've got one that I can use.
Is it another set?
What the fuck is that?
A baby care kit.
Baby care kit.
My face baby care kit.
Make sure you...
Sure, it's not your missus trying to give you hints.
Look at that. So if anybody wants a baby care kit, if you've got a baby, it's got a thermometer in, it's got toenail things, it's got brushes, it's got a nail file.
You could use it on your nethers.
Yeah, but how have you send me? You want that?
How have you got them though? I don't understand how you get.
Just randomly fucking send me stuff, mate. It came from my letterbox in an
Amazon
packet.
Because I'm with Amazon Prime, I get jack shit.
I'm waiting for
I mean, there's a lad who used to work with. He ordered something off Amazon. I mean, obviously he lives down here in Rugby, and he'd been waiting for a while when it's supposed to be delivered. So he contacted them and said, "Yeah, it's been delivered." No, it hasn't been delivered. I've been in all week, and they looked into it. It had been delivered to somewhere in Glasgow. Like,
you know what? I'm just thinking. Last week, Benny dressed up in a leather suit with a leather hat. I reckon he's ordered that. So when he does his little schoolgirl thing at the play with the little toys.
But I also I did get some.
You got another pair of assless chaps.
I got an iPhone 6 case and some wipes and shit, so I can use that. So I'm all right with that. That was for free. So yeah, random fucking gift fairies from Amazon.
Speaking of free shit,
hey up Fiona. Sam M said he's walking past one of his local B&Ms the other day, vaping, and he was right out while he was at the door touting 300 mils for 20 quid.
Can't grumble, can you?
Suppose you've got to do. I've seen them in Halifax to do the same thing in Halifax. There's a big one there, and they were out giving flyers out and that lot, trying to get people in. And we're talking to them like, and I said, yeah, you've got to get out on the street in a town.
Especially competition.
Yeah, it is. It is that. It is the brushing scam. Basically, they send you random shit out and leave good reviews, so it boosts theirs up.
Right.
So it boosts. So it looks like they're doing really, really well at selling stuff, and it goes up. So
Why don't you do a review channel on the products you get sent?
yeah, random shit I get sent from Amazon.
Yeah. Even shitty things like a girl's little tea set or whatever.
Yeah, well, I've had music boxes. I've had fucking guitar. You know the thing that you put on a guitar that's like scissors?
The strings.
You know them? So yeah. So as other new feature that we're going to go through tonight is stuff that we've seen other than vaping that's interesting, and Danny has found something at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to do a thing every week where somebody can, like everybody goes on YouTube when they're having a shit or when they're just chilling out doing jack shit. And there's a guy that I found called Matt Ribberley. And I know it's random, but this is what it's about. You just find anything you want that you like. And he makes tunes in his bedroom and stuff, but he does them from scratch. And he's so talented. I just thought I'd play it. I'll just try and share it though first. 1 second. Is it that one? Is that on now?
No, you haven't shared your screen, have you?
Oh, 1 minute. Right. Is it on yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
God, he looks like what you call it, Napoleon Dynamite's brother.
yeah, he does, doesn't he? Now, tell me if it's too loud. So he started this from scratch.
Stop it. Take it off. You've got to share your audio.
Oh, right. 1 minute. Well, how do you bloody do that?
When you go on to, is it? At the
Oh,
top?
1 minute.
Share. Oh, you see microphone at bottom in it. Yeah. Click on your microphone, but same as system instead of your blue snowball.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah. Right, yeah. So we'll start again. Mark Ribberley. Can you hear that now?
Yeah.
But so basically, he's got a looper there behind his keyboard, and he'll play certain like bits, like bars, and it'll record it, and he'll keep it on that loop, eventually making certain layers. I will forward it a little bit in a minute.
I thought we were having a wank then.
But look, he just recorded that then. I'll forward it on a bit. Listen to his voice.
On yourself, son.
Talented bastard.
One more time. Oh, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time. Yeah, I know it's time to say goodnight.
What do you think, guys?
All right. I can't really hear it, to be honest with you, because I've got my volume turned down, so... Is that it then?
He is very talented.
He's fucking mint.
He just needs to get rid of that mustache, man. He looks like Napoleon Dynamite's brother. That's about it.
Anyway, you might not, he'll be back on now.
Yeah, we're back on. No, it's good. That's it. It just gives you. It's somewhat different. People, if anybody wants us to check out anything that they've seen on YouTube, Instagram, someone that we think I don't really like TikTok, but TikTok, I don't like that you think's talented and you want us just to highlight it, then we'll pop it up. But
Yeah, that's. I don't know if it's because I'm not that I'm getting older now, but it's like that's one thing I just can't abide by. I fucking hate TikTok. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm not a TikTok
I
person.
absolutely fucking despise it.
I don't understand it. That's all. I'm the other one. What's the other
I'll
one?
lose like 100 subs because everyone's like, I like TikTok. How dare he? I'll be like, no, I don't like TikTok. Like my wife loves it. My daughter loves it. I'm just like, get to fuck with that.
Yeah, so that was Mark Ribbley. Go and check him out, guys. You might not like that one, but there's other really good shit on there.
But if you look at him, he don't look that sort of person, does he? When he first came out, I thought, fucking hell, who's this guy? Do you know what I mean?
Though, right? There's certain videos where he's getting that into it, and he's fucking so talented. He's just wearing his underpants, and he's just sweating cobs. You know, and I tell you what, he's a talented bastard. So I thought he's just worth sharing. Maybe if you're into that sort of thing, go and check him out. I think so. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to nominate somebody. And that's what's going to happen. We'll nominate the next one. So I'm going to nominate JP for next week's show. So just find something that you're interested in. It could be anything, whether it's fucking
Cars,
pornography,
bikes,
railway tracks,
computer,
anything.
Two girls in a cup.
Fair enough when I'm going trying looking for fucking bargains.
Oh, you've got all week to find someone on there, haven't you?
You don't have to do loads of bargains anyway. Just look on Steve's channel. He's got some bargains on Blazing Vape.
So we will do the giveaway. JP, you've got the thing to do, haven't you? Don't put it up yet. Right, we will run new bumper for the giveaway for the gentleman's handshake. Oh, shit.
Who are you? I really want to know. Tell me, who are you? 'Cause I really want to know.
So we're going to play Guess Who. That's who we're going to play. Danny, you have to tell her because I can't remember who you said it was. Wait, but don't tell us now.
No, if you look in WhatsApp, it's in there.
So yeah, so there is three faces mashed together. James will be sending it through now. He's going to share it because I can't.
Just one sec.
So you've got to guess all three of the vape celebrities. It could be anybody.
Is this just chat or is it us as well?
No, it's just chat. Just chat. This is for the prize. So that's what you can be winning. Just
You're
a little bit
350
different.
mil.
So you have got three vapes. Have you got it, James? Oh, there we go.
Does that come up?
Right. So if everybody can.
Just leave it up until.
Yeah, so we want three names from there, from the N.U.V.S. lineup. So the first one to get all three.
I'm not going to say. See, I think I've got two, but obviously I'm not allowed to say.
So when somebody gets it, then it will. No, it don't matter. I won't do that. No. Ignore what I just said. Oh, we've got it, haven't we?
He has, yeah.
Leviathan.
Yeah, Leviathan's got it straight away.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so there you go. So we have got a winner.
Leviathan from somewhere in Scotland. Mate, you've won all that juice, pal. So, Leviathan, well done, buddy. You've won all that juice, 350 mil. Give us an inbox on Facebook Messenger, Big D Vapes. Give us your address, and I'll send them out next week for you, mate. Well done, mate.
I'm just wondering which one's me then, since people are putting my name through.
So, yeah, you got Richard.
The answer was Richard V1CK and Ian Above the Clouds and Mr. Flatcap. That was your three.
I got Gaz, and I got
I can stop sharing this.
I
now.
got Ian as well. It was the other one I didn't get.
I mean, I thought the eyes might have, might have been a struggle for people to guess who it was. I tried removing
just
the
a little
earring.
bit of fun, just a little bit of something different instead of having to type in and going through Nightbot and doing it that way. But it's just something a little bit. We'll make it a little bit. First one, we'll make it a little bit harder next time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just did it as like
All
a
I'm
bit
gonna
of a
say,
test run.
all I'm gonna say is, Levi, you watch far too much YouTube. If you got that so quick, that's all I'm gonna say. He's like,
So, exactly. So next week we will do it again, but we'll make it a little bit harder. Danny just mocked it up. It was just the first run of that one.
Yeah.
But we just thought we'd do something a little bit different, a little bit,
And it sort of promotes their channels as well, doesn't it?
Exactly. So it's just something to keep everybody interested a little bit, innit? I thought it'd go on a little bit longer than that, but he definitely watches too much fucking YouTube.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Well, well done. Send it over to Danny and you can get all that juice. So what have you got coming up, Mech-Tavish? You got any reviews coming up next?
I've actually got I've got a couple of throwback ideas I want to do. I want to do the original Drugger because the Drugger 2 came out, but I kind of want to show where it came from. I also have what do you call it? Brain's not working tonight. I think I've got a couple of other ones. I haven't really planned out that far, but I definitely want to do the original Drugger, and I think I'm going to do the original Gun as well.
So how are you finding it? Are you
coming
trying to
up
pump out
at some
2 a
point
week,
this week,
or are you doing just when you can?
What I try and do is I try and put one out on the Tuesday or the day of us doing the Bargain Vapes live, and then obviously one on the Friday. I'll do the 2 reviews on the one day, because obviously my kids are going back to school as from tomorrow, so I can get both reviews done, get the editing done, take my time, and then just put them out on their allocated days.
I think that's what I try to do too. I don't always have time because I've got 2 shows, and then that's my usual recording days to get things done. And Saturday I were on call out, so that were busy, and I were planning on getting some reviews done. But I've done some recording, right? But it's just getting them edited. Danny loves editing. I hate editing. I hate it.
I love it.
I wish I could just like edit my own videos and then get Benny to do the actual speaking part of the review or something. I hate it. I always forget to say shit me all the time.
Well, I was gonna say the thing with mine is like I do all my reviews on my iPhone, and I've got is it Premium Rush, and it does all that stuff for me. So it does the autofocus, white balance, your contrast, your sharpness. It does all of that, and all I need to do is plug it in so my battery doesn't die, and make sure my kids don't touch it, and it does absolutely everything I need it to do.
Thing is, that's what it is. Danny does everything on his phone. He's got a £1,700 computer.
I know.
And he does everything on his phone.
My missus goes mad at me all the time. I only play Football Manager on it and do this. That's it. I need to start I'm very lazy me when it comes to learning because my mind is mashed at half the time. So I find it hard to adapt from this to the PC. But we all have our own way of doing it, so it keeps things interesting, doesn't it?
Definitely. Have you got all coming up, Steve?
Well, I've got to have a play with that. At some point, I'm going to have the Nest coming out. I think that's about it from my bit dried up first stuff to review at the moment. I'm supposed to be getting that juice in. Same with you, Benny, from Batman, that juice line, but it's like that's come through the post. That's the one. And that's about it from me at the moment, channel-wise.
Yeah, I've got same. I'm waiting for that to come out. It's supposed to be sent out, but it's not coming. But everybody's getting it with a £20 shipping fee. The custom fee
they were supposed to have paid for, but I don't know about Mobro because he got his, but he never said anything about the duty charge or whatever. But
I did get an email to say I'm getting something from post office. It never turned up. Yeah, that's Stuart saying, smash your phone, you'll soon learn how to use your computer.
That's that Matt Ribblay's link in chat that I just shared. If you are interested in it. Yeah, I know. I just need to get onto the PC and start doing things a bit better. But I don't know. I always fancied doing a live show from the, about the shop and
I told you should do one at dinner time for half an hour.
Yeah, because I do need to learn it really. If you've done it, then I can definitely do it.
Well, exactly. If I can do it, fucking anybody can do it.
That's the thing. All you have to do is go into your app store, download Zoom, and you're laughing, or just do it directly from YouTube.
Yeah.
As long as you're not sure within the first minute, you're fine.
Yeah.
Steve's just got that easy cam that Market Nature Vape uses. You were just
Yeah,
saying that
Ecamm.
about you, Steve.
Yeah, Ecamm. So like I said, we had a little go with it yesterday. I'm just trying to get my head around it, but it's quite good. It's almost in between StreamYards and then Streamlabs and OBS. You know, we can stick a few bumpers and stuff in there. So I'm still trying to get my head around that, but that's quite good. That's quite good.
Yeah, the picture quality was really clear.
Yeah, it was really clear. It was very clear
it's
when I
pretty
look back on it. It was very clear.
Yeah.
James, have you got out coming up?
I've done the table cam for that. Like I say, I've still got the Brunel to do as well. So I've still got a bit of typing, get my notes and that together.
How are you finding that X-Rox? Are you liking it or not? Or
I find it's very muted in flavour.
really?
Yeah, I found very muted. But like I say, when I'm being vaping on something like the Brunel, like I say, that's straight away a proper flavour banger. But I ain't got.
What resistance of coil are you using in that?
This one's the 0.12. But like I say, I've got the other one set up as well. So I'm running both of them at the same time to see what, the flavourings of them and that.
Yeah, because Mankey swears by the 0.8 coil. He thinks that the 0.8 coil is the dog's bollocks. He absolutely loves it.
He's rocking it all the time,
coil
isn't he,
in
now?
that particular device. Oh yeah, he absolutely adores it.
I mean, the Caliburn G is pretty cool as well.
Yeah, the flavour of that's really good.
Yeah. I do like the Vaporesso.
I need to get my hands on one of them.
Yeah, the 0.8 mesh coil is very nice. Sometimes, though, I've had the odd coil where it oversaturates in the juice. So when you suck on it, it puts the juice into your mouth and then you get hiccups and it's awful.
Yeah.
But I've had that a couple of times.
So we'll just while we're wrapping up, just what does when you're buying online? Just chat might be able to bring into this. When you're buying online, what do you use? Do you use your credit card? Do you use PayPal or do you use WorldPay? I don't know what chat uses, but I use PayPal for nearly everything. And I got an email from Nicotine and Aquavapes. Well, they must be the same company because it was the same fucking email. And apparently, PayPal are stopping vapes from using PayPal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I use wholesale.
There's a lad I know who, him and a friend of his, they got a site called Vapor Bay. And he started to have the same problems I've been having where they've been saying, oh, yeah, it's irregular payments that you've been receiving. I thought, well, you're a shop, so your prices aren't going to be exactly the same each time. And they withhold all their funds for 180 days, and they've closed down his business PayPal and his personal one. Just cancelled them.
Yeah.
One question I've got is PayPal an American thing?
Yeah, PayPal. This is what I got. We have received notification that PayPal will no longer be servicing the vape companies. This will be rolled out across e-commerce sites in the near future. We now suspended PayPal payments on our site. For all those subscriptions, you will receive a further update. So, yeah.
Corrupt, isn't it?
So they've stopped PayPal. So people who are using PayPal are not going to be able to use it anymore. Because obviously they're rolling it out. Yeah, I know Les had the same thing. Les won't use PayPal because they took, I think it was something like $3,000 off of him when they were doing CBD.
Wow.
Really?
And they stopped, they closed his
That's daylight robbery.
Yeah, they closed his account down. It's the same thing. They shut his personal one and they shut his business one. And it took him ages to get the money back. So I'm just wondering what people are going, because like I say, I prefer PayPal because I just go straight on. I can just pay it, I do eBay and everything on PayPal. And I'm seeing, like say, some people putting up WorldPay. Anybody else? What does everybody else use? You use PayPal on here? Do you do whatever?
I tend to use.
No, I use.
Go Go on, James. Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, I tend to use PayPal.
All right, so on you go. Too many James. I'm getting confused again. I normally use like the card on my phone, but it scans my face first,
All right. Yeah.
and then it does the purchase afterwards. Like, are you sure you're going through with this purchase? And then it prompts you, like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. Give me my fucking juice.
No, it's for everybody, Tony. Apparently, it's everything in a vape. Yes, that's Simon. That's why you couldn't use PayPal. That's why I haven't gone over and bought that cheap kit, that brick kit from Nicotine, because I use PayPal. So
Every single order I make at Big D Vapes is through PayPal.
yeah, well, it's going to be running out. It must be going to the big companies first.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to the big companies, as in like your Nicotines, your ones that are, and then they're rolling it out to all e-commerce businesses.
Yeah, that's why I'm starting up now with payments for bank transfer and
Yeah, that's what Bunny does. That's what Bunny does for Vaping Brew. It's just a bank transfer from your account to her company. I think it's the company account, because I've obviously bought a few things from Bunny herself, and it's just a case of you send your email and with the sort code and what have you, and they just pay it to you straight away. Then you send it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
which,
just
like I
send the
say,
confirmation
I
and it's
don't
been
agree
done.
with them stopping it. You know what I mean? We're in the UK, so we're not under any restrictions like they are. I know PayPal's an American company, but it should come to your regional thing. It will actually. It'll kill the small businesses, because they'll have to go like Steve's had problems with Visa. Will pay with Visa, wasn't it? You can only.
Well, it was the site that I run, obviously, through my store is a site called Shopify, where you can keep an eye on, obviously, when people make orders, it pops up and obviously all that information. But they've got their payment system. You can choose, obviously, different ones. And they told me that because I'm selling vape products, I can't use their payment systems. That's why I had to go over to WellPay.
Yeah.
And it's just...
We can't use MasterCard, can you, on WillPay?
well, with WellPay, I could, but they wanted $500 a year.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm using Visa, they don't charge anything. It's just...
It's ridiculous. And like I say, it is going to put out some small businesses that are online that rely on PayPal, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. You know.
Yeah.
So if you are going over to these bigger sites, I'm guessing Flawless and all them lot eventually will be doing it. You know, they're going to be stopping PayPal, which then that knacks me up, because like I say, I don't use my bank card for anything online other than PayPal. So I just thought I'd bring that up and see what everybody else thought.
Yeah.
It's just corruption, isn't it? It's just people dangling the strings at the top.
Yeah, it's just American assholes.
Yeah.
Because they're banning it. I'm going for the ban.
Tobacco sales must be
I mean, the rest of the world
going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, like Tony's saying, he always pays with Visa card. Some people, I do that if I don't see. I don't see it do. You know, when you're going in, just when I said you go onto a site that don't take PayPal, I come off of there and go on somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go with, like say, with Vic and people like that using PayPal for Patreon.
I'm not sure of that, because would that be different because he's not actually selling?
I don't know, mate. I don't know how that comes about. So I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a thing. It's just sitting there like, WillPay, yes. They're saying has WillPay got the protection that you get?
Yeah. It should be. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be if you're using my debit card on like Fast Tech, 3F Vape, all the Chinese ones. You know, PayPal, at least I've got a bit of protection. Do you know what I mean? Where using your Visa card, it's a little bit more, or your MasterCard, it's a little bit more like that, innit? Do you know what I mean? To buy from these China sites.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. Right, so we'll come up to that time then.
I suppose it serves an avenue.
It's what, sorry?
I'm saying, obviously, the whole bank, if you ever have to do the whole bank transfer, at least it's something that, you know, you just open up another account just under your business and just say, yeah, you want this product? Here's my details. Once you pay, I will send you confirmation. Bish, bash, bosh, there's your product.
Yeah.
That may be your last line if you're really struggling.
Be less payments, because obviously when someone buys something off my site, and then obviously once it goes to PayPal, that they take a little bit of a charge off it as well. And then obviously goes to the site, and then obviously the wholesalers take a bit of a bite of that. So if I'm going to work it in, so I'm going to get rid of PayPal.
Yeah. And,
and the good thing is you can, like, for example, because me and the missus are with the same bank, so you can switch between your both accounts on the same app.
Yeah.
So you can go, right, okay, right, you've looked at your personal one, and then you'll go, in fact, I better check the business, and I've got that 40 quid for that starter kit and the juice. It's in. It's a way, it's another little way that you can control it as well. So it's just something to think about in case you go, I'm annoyed at PayPal, WorldPay, and you feel like you're at your tether with everything. So it's maybe something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think they are shooting themselves in the foot, but that's because of all the American shit that's going on in it. Do you know what I mean? Visa did the same, I think, with Canada, where Visa won't do it, or MasterCard. You couldn't use MasterCard or Visa in Canada. It's just shite.
Yeah.
It's just shite. Right, so we are coming up to that time. Do please go over to the Late Night Vape Show. They have got Tam Vapes on tonight. She's a very good mixer. I think they're going to talk in a little bit about mixing and things. So do head over to the Late Night Vape Show and go check them out and say the chair is wrong. If you go, hashtag the chair is wrong if you're going over there. We will go around and say goodbye, so we will go around to JP first.
Right, thanks, James, for coming on. It's nice to actually have a chat with you, because I've not really had a chance to have a meet up with you. Congratulations, you've finally got into the 170, so we got you a couple of more subs while you've been on show. For the people in chat, I want to thank the Spanners for doing a brilliant job out there, as well as everyone else that's been involved. Well done to Leviathan for winning. And that's me for tonight. So I'll pass it over to Steve.
Thank you, JP. Thanks, Mech-Tavish, for coming on. It's nice to see you. Like I said, I've seen you on the Bargain Vapes and that a few times, so it's nice to catch up with you. Thank you to Danny, JP, and Benny, and the Cracking Show, and everybody in chat, and all of our lovely Spanners. And if you're free tomorrow about 7 o'clock, head over to the Laid Back Vape Show, where we've got Vaping with Vic. So that could be quite interesting tomorrow.
Limit big boys.
And I shall pass that on to Danny Boy.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Mech-Tavish, for popping on. Head on over to his channel, guys. He's got a fantastic channel there. He is more into his mechs as well, which is great to see, because most people these days are into the pods and regulated devices. So heading over to his channel. Thank you for everybody for joining us, and well done to Leviathan for winning the prize. So send me your address and I'll get it sorted for you next week. So I'll hand that back over to Benny.
Well, James hasn't been, Mech-Tavish hasn't been yet.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, mate. Hand it over to you.
Just forget his guest. It's fine.
Firstly, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone in chat for making me feel so welcome. It's been lovely to come on to the show. Even though I had no idea I was coming on in the first place.
You did. Don't get right. We'll clear this up. I was on Bargain Vapes on other Friday, right? We're in the chat till like 4 o'clock in the morning. And Skint said, you haven't had any of these on? So I said, oh, no, we'll get them on. So he said, well, when are you going to get them on? So I said, right, not this week for Mech-Tavish, the week after. So he said, oh, yeah, I'm up for that. So it's the week after, 2 weeks after, I went on your show. So you did know.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'd like to thank all you casters as well for inviting me into your show and getting to know you guys a little bit better and making me feel more welcome in the community. So thank you to every single one of you. And I will pass it over to Benny.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, James, for coming on. Not you, James, other James, Mech-Tavish. Thank you very much. I know it's probably my fault. I should have got in touch with you, but I thought you'd remember, but we were a bit pissed after that show, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, we were absolutely trolling.
Fucking 4:15 when I come off. Right, so thank you very much to chat. It's always a pleasure to be chatting with everybody and getting some feedback. Like I say, if you do want anything to pop up in that little section where it's highlight another YouTuber, whether it's anything that you've seen interesting, just fire it over in N.U.V.S Facebook and we will look into it. Thank you very much, boys, for being on with us. It's always a pleasure. Keeps us going. Thank you very much, James, for getting bag, and Steve for getting shiny stuff. James Mech-Tavish, you're always welcome to come back on. We'll give you a shout. Probably his 50th show when we get a few people on. We'll give you a shout. And go check him out. Go check out his channel. And also go check out Bargain Vapes on a Friday night. It's a great show to go on. When you're barman, it's a right laugh. You might. So if you check back when I was on, you'll see what everybody's going on about me being dressed up. So yeah,
it's always good.
Go on, mate. It's always good.
It's always good because you have to do the forfeit.
Yeah. So yeah, check out what is it? Layback Vape Show tomorrow night with Vic on. Check out Wednesday night. You have us. We're mixing with Benny and friends. It is only 4 of us this week, so we're doing a little mixing chat. And also, don't forget to check out James, the other James JP, on a Friday night on his 7 o'clock show. And then always tune in to later on and get Bargain Vapes. So we will see you all next week. Bye for now. And now what's the fine freaking outro? There we go.
Wretched swine.
I'm surprised I'm still awake. I woke up at stupid o'clock this morning with fucking